It's here! The Ray Merriman Forecast 2025 audiobook is now available for sale, and I can say with 100% confidence, knowing how astrology works, I would not want to enter 2025 without the information in this book, and that's how important I feel it is for you. Learn about the Aries vortex, the new era, AIRA, and Ray's incredible insights into 2025 and beyond. To order yours, go to the top of hightimelinebooks.com and it will link you directly to the book.
Hello, Fun Astrology Podcast family. Kristin Lawhead here. I hope everyone is having a beautiful holiday season. Today, we're looking at the opposition from Mercury in Sagittarius to Jupiter in Gemini. Mercury and Jupiter have been in mutual reception since Mercury's ingress into Sagittarius on November 2nd, meaning that they're in each other's signs. This really helps them both act in their natural energies. Today is the third of 3 oppositions due to Mercury's retrograde, which officially ended back on the 16th. Before we break down the aspect, let's talk about the time frame and the degrees that we're looking at. The first opposition would have been on November 18th at 18 degrees. The second opposition would have been December 4th at 16 degrees. Now, just as an added record to the energy of December 4th, that was also the day of the Sagittarius Sun exactly square the Pisces Saturn. Not the lightest of aspects. Now, as of today, there's opposition at 13 degrees. You may have noticed that the degrees of opposition are decreasing. This is due to Jupiter being in retrograde for all 3 of these aspects. Jupiter is the slower mover. It's been moving slowly backwards, and Mercury has been dancing back and forth across the way. Mercury, now in forward motion, is making one last connection to Jupiter, encouraging an integration from all the balancing that has taken place over the last 2 oppositions. For examples of the balancing I'm talking about, I want to read from Aspects in Astrology by Sue Tompkins. Keep in mind these examples. The first is the Gemini energy, and the second is Sagittarius. She writes, scattered pieces of information versus the whole picture, reason versus intuition, knowledge versus wisdom, school versus university, short journeys versus long journeys. From Sue's examples, you can see that the dynamic between Mercury and Jupiter is often about broadening the mind. Oppositions are often considered tense aspect. I've said before that I'm an advocate for oppositions because there's a common ground between the signs on the same axis. It is a call for balance. Oppositions that are out of sign, like the late degree Mars in Cancer oppose the early degree Pluto in Aquarius, are less compatible, not to mention the different players involved, whereas Sagittarius and Gemini energy, as well as Mercury and Jupiter, are opposite energies in the definition of themselves. When it comes to the relationship between Mercury and Jupiter, Robert Hand in Planets in Transit states it's definitely one of the more pleasant oppositions. The square is what really requires action in astrology. And on December 4th, during the second opposition between Mercury and Saturn, there was that square between the Sun and Saturn. Now, tomorrow, Mercury is exactly square Saturn. Also the third of 3 squares due to the retrograde. Alicia will be back with us tomorrow to talk about the square aspect and the T-square relation to the Mercury-Jupiter opposition with that square. So that's all I have for you for now. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Much love. Talk soon.